What's up, everybody? How's it going, everybody?
Yes, all good, man. Great
Good,
to be here.
good.
Yes. Welcome to the new Dungeon Funk Part 2 Deliberations, which has seen a lot of producer submit their best tracks, let's say, their best impression of the Dungeon Meat / Slap Funk sound. We received over 100 submissions, and it wasn't easy to go through them all. And actually, I want to congratulate everybody who's joined in because it was quite amazing to see that. I mean, I always say I don't know how I would have done. So for you guys to just work under that pressure in just a few weeks and deliver such good music, well done, you guys.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm great. I thought the quality was higher this round. I thought there was a lot more to choose from. A lot more people kind of really got the brief and had kind of connected with the sound and the whole sort of aesthetic of the labels and stuff like that. Whereas before the first one, I think a lot of people were just submitting tracks that they had, and they weren't really sort of tailoring them, especially for the competition. Whereas this one, I could tell that people, had obviously been on the dance floor for a Brett party or sort of a slap funk party, or been to a Dungeon Meat party or something and kind of captured the sound a bit better. So
Definitely. What about you, Sylvester? What did you think?
Yeah, a lot of garagey kind of tunes, high energy tunes, which I quite liked. Yeah, there was a lot of diversity, and I think we choose like 10 good contenders, like good stuff.
Definitely.
yeah,
And Georgia, welcome. You're our new
Hi.
judge this year.
Nice to be here. Thanks for having me. Yeah, there was a lot of really good, high quality stuff. I was struggling to narrow it down. Well, I was like over 30 tracks. I was like, I can't choose. But yeah, I was able to edit down a little bit. But yeah, really high quality stuff. I would play quite a lot of them actually. Yeah.
Awesome. So we decided to reduce it from 108 submissions down to 10. And then from these 10, we're going to present you the 10. No, none of the 10s have been told that they'd been chosen, so they're going to discover this live. And the one of the rules was that on the Discord where all the tracks were submitted, the person that would receive the most votes, the most reactions, would go straight to the 10 finalists. So we're going to start with that person, and then we're going to go through the various choices that we made. So I would say let's get straight into it. The first person the person that got all the votes, his name is Mees Mattern. Sylvester, you might be knowing.
Mees Mattern.
Nice.
How do you say?
Mees Mattern.
yeah.
Mees is the person that received the most votes. Actually, he's from Utrecht.
Yeah, it's nice to see some Utrecht in the house.
Yeah, a lot of Dutch people in there.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
But Utrecht has a little extra special
For sure.
bit to it, because obviously that's where you guys are from. That's where the label originates from and the crew. So big up Utrecht in the house.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna go straight into it. All right, let's go.
nice.
Well
Very
done,
nice.
Mees.
Big up.
Yes.
Nice, man. Yeah, nice and chunky.
Really chunky.
Does everything it needs to.
This was in
It's,
one of your shortlists, actually, Tris, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was just nice. I mean, again, it was just like quite, a lot to choose from, really, and it was hard to really narrow it down. But I thought, Mace deserves obviously to be on the top 10 because he got so many votes from the community as well. And I thought, it's nice for the voice of the community to be included as well in the competition as well, rather than it just be solely about the judges. I thought it's good, if everybody else liked it like I did, then it deserved to be in my top sort of selection.
Good. Yes. Yeah. That's great. I think you did a great job, Mace, as well. It's great. I mean, congratulations. You won the popular vote, and that's quite something, because our opinion is just our opinion, and
right.
You obviously have the consensus here. So, well done on that.
Yeah, obviously, it's our label, and we have our certain style and our certain flavor that we like. So we're quite particular as well. I think a lot of people sending in stuff that they probably think we like, but then it's just like where maybe we just heard a bit too much of that sort of stuff and that. But I think this the Mace's track was solid, and kind of will stand the test of time for sure.
Agree.
Yes, I agree. I liked it as well. I think it was for me, if I had some criticism, I thought it was a little bit too compressed, a bit distorted. There was a lo-fi aspect to it that was a bit harsh for me. That was just a little bit too just a bit like harsh. I don't know how to say. There was some harshness.
Yeah, it could have just been dialed down a little bit.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I think I actually quite like that.
Yeah. I mean,
so again, it's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah.
But everything sounded real clean to me.
Yeah.
Everything sitting in the right place. Yeah.
I think that's going to bang in the club for sure. I look forward to test driving. I look forward to test driving it at some point.
Yes. So
maybe this weekend.
Congrats, Mace.
Well done, Mace.
Mace in the place.
Big up.
I hope I didn't butcher your name, brother. All right. Next one is from Amsterdam again, another Dutch member, and he's
another name we can't pronounce. Sil, help us here.
This must be Khun.
Khun, surely, yeah.
Khun. Maybe his name is Khun, Koan, but he writes it as Khun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Khun is a typical Dutch name, but not spelled like this. No.
Right. Okay.
Oh yeah, because he could be also like Japanese, or he looks a bit. He looks a bit Asian. All right, let's.
But I really like this track.
I like
already.
it too.
I heard this one. It would just had that little extra something that like made it stand out for me, and I think it was the vocal in it, which was nice.
It was also in my shortlist, so let's check it out right now.
Let it roll.
And we're back, people. Yes. Wow, I really like this tune. It was obviously in my top 3 maybe. By the time I decided what I wanted to put forward, and I think it's really original. I like a lot of the sounds he's using. I don't know if he's singing in it. Like there's a nice use of some kind of like humming. Everything's quite original, and I would definitely play it. It's got a nice atmosphere. It's very bassy, just swings. I don't know. It's very
swingy percussion's amazing.
And also it's very stripped down, and it's very difficult to make tracks like that don't have much, but you still don't get bored so much. Obviously, he's got a nice groove, nice loop. He keeps on giving, and the bass is sick. I like the bass line as well. So I was
it's gonna bang that one, and it's gonna be nice to get in the mix with as well. Do you know what I mean? Like you can really you can work that in a DJ set nicely. It's got a lot of space to be adding stuff over and working in the mix. So it's a good tracky bit of club tackle, as I would say.
Yeah, you can slide it in sneaky.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely has that mischievous element. Nice arrangement as well. Like you said, it's I feel like you've got to have space to breathe with these tracks as well. And there's I really like the structure of that one.
Everything needs to sound right, but obviously, it's there's like maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 sounds technically speaking.
Yeah.
But they all have to sound right, and I think on a proper system that's gonna.
There's a good balance in sounds and everything.
Yeah. Well done.
Yeah,
and I was checking the chat room actually on Discord, and Khun is actually a Thai name. Yes.
So it's a Thai, a Dutch guy.
Yes, it's a Dutch guy with a Thai or background.
Oh, amazing!
Okay, yeah, and it's his own vocal in it. So
nice. Yeah.
Even better. We like that.
Originals.
I like the vocal. Yeah.
Extra kudos.
We need the lyric sheet as well, so we can sing along to it at the club.
Really good job.
Yeah, sterling work, Khun. We love that, and it'd definitely be on my short list for going on the wax for sure.
Okay.
It's solid.
Cool. Khun is actually saying no, it's just the name in Thai.
Okay.
So I don't know.
What's his real name? What's his real name?
Let us know your real name.
Khun, what's your real name?
Yeah.
Exposed live.
I was looking at his picture.
We're curious.
It's not looking very Thai to me.
No. Khun.
Khun, yeah, like you said, Sammy.
Koen.
Yeah, Khun.
Yeah.
Khun, like you said, Khun.
Still said that.
Khun, but I guess
say with the U.
In the Thai, written in Thai, I guess it's like
yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Great job, Khun.
Great job, Khun.
Big up. All right, next one is from Germany, and he goes under the name Offergeld or Offergeld. Offergeld, yeah. From Cologne, Köln. So I think this was a shortlisted between you, Georgia, and Tris as well, if I'm correct, right?
Me.
I mean, I think it was in my top 10 of ones that I selected from the 100 or so.
Yeah.
And it was just had something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
It was just a little different flex than what other people had done. And I could still see it, fitting into the kind of sets that we play at slap funk or dungeon meat parties or, Brett or something like that, in our hands, it could come alive.
Okay, great.
It's got a wonky edge to it. Kind of mischievous,
exactly.
wonky edge.
That's what I liked about it, George, was that little wonky
Whoa.
bit that it had the little in the bass line or with a little sort
My
of thing.
lights have gone.
There we go.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Nothing wrong with a little bit of wonk. We don't put donks on it, we put wonks on it.
Wonk.
All right.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about what it sounds like, so let's check it out. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on.
Nice. It's a minimal roller, kind of.
Yeah, I like that very much. Bit of me.
Yeah, I definitely could like have a bop around and a little neck snap to that. It's like you say, just it kind of floats in between that sort of minimal sound, slappy sound, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
could definitely see it working.
I quite liked it, but I felt like it was maybe a bit more. How can I say
Picky?
this? No, just that maybe that the kind of like bumpy minimal vibe was nice, but it didn't have as much grits and balls to it that I was looking for. In this competition, especially
if you heard that on a loud system.
No, I think no. I would
bang.
I could play it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
So
I think there's definitely a time for it.
Yeah, I think
And
it's a really good track.
Yeah, if you're playing a set of fairly heavy duty bangers, it's a nice way to break it up. For me, it was more of a sort of tool, but a good tool.
I think it's a really good track. Of course, I'm trying to keep my head of in terms of like, okay, the dungeon funk, framework, or so that's why I didn't really select this one.
Yeah,
Silvestro, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the tune, man. I think it's a great tune where you're playing like the second slot or something like that, on a good sound system. I think it's a good tune. For me, it was a little bit too playful. I don't know if that's the right word, but
That's it.
but yeah, good tune, good sounds. I think it will definitely work on a good system, man.
Yes. Well done. Offergeld.
Good job, Offergeld.
Yes. Well
Yes.
done.
Bravo.
Yeah,
All right.
good job. For
The
sure.
next one is hailed straight from Liverpool, and
Yeah.
his name is
Kom het, lads.
I know. Well, actually,
He's right.
Nathan's actually. I got a little story about Nathan actually, which
So wait,
is
let's
quite
announce
funny.
it's Barr. So because
It's
people
Nebar,
can see.
yeah.
Yeah, his name's Nathan.
Nathan Barr, yes. So I was on the way to go to play a slap funk party coming through London City Airport, and I've just gone through security, and I was just getting my bags, and this young lad comes up to me, goes, "Oh, mate," he says, "Oh, I'm just listening to your set on my headphones." He said, "I'm a massive fan of Dungeon Meat and stuff, and blah blah." And so it was really cool. It was really sweet, really nice. And then he sat behind us on the plane. And then we just started chatting and chatting. And then we got the guy next to us to move so he could sit next to us. And we still kept on chatting. And he was like, "Oh, I haven't got, a ticket for the Slap Funk party. I want to come." I was like, "Look, you come with me." So me and Naz, we ended up kidnapping him basically. we kidnapped him and we took him to our hotel and he stayed with us. And then we took him to the Slap Funk party. But
Oh shit.
he was already kind of, he was playing with tunes that he'd been making on the plane and stuff. And he's played at After Capacile recently on the same lineup as us, the Slap Funk party that we did with Velasco and Senk and stuff. He was playing the warm-up set. So he's definitely a child of, the Slap Funk Dungeon Meat sound. And I think he's done a great job with this one. I heard his little sort of snippet on Instagram, and I think I think he deserves to be here in the
Contender.
in the contender, the top tenders. Yeah,
Let's
Top
check.
10
Let's check it right now. Let's go.
Yes.
Cold. Cold.
Nasty.
Hard. Love those breakdowns. The drama of it all. Wow.
Yeah.
It was good. This was actually one of Silvestro's and mine shortlist as well.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about the track, Silvestro.
Yeah, I really like this. It has that stripped down, garagey kind of energetic vibe that I really like. This is one of the tunes from all of the tracks that I would play in my sets. So I think, I really like this one. Good sounds and everything. I think this will work in the club, really.
Nice. That's already, I mean, for you to say you're going to play
he's
the track,
representing
that's
Liverpool
already
here,
good.
for sure.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah, I like it. I think, it's got that kind of stripped back, slappy kind of sound. It doesn't really do much, but it does what it does well.
Yeah.
And
It does enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's got an attitude. It's all about attitude and like character. I think this, obviously Nathan's been to a few parties and, he's...
Yeah, you usually find him on the podium, actually.
Yeah?
He's usually booting off on the podium, like having the best time ever. I love it.
He came to one of my sets in Ibiza and we had a bubble. He's
Yeah.
fully invested. I
Yeah,
love that.
he is.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I love, it's not just about, hearing the track on the record, and it's people actually dedicate time to like come and get inspired, and it's
Yeah, he's been on the shop floor. He's done his research.
Yeah, you can hear it.
This is why obviously, it's something that Silvestro would play, because he's obviously heard, the kind of the vibe that is gone for, and
Yeah, I agree.
that.
His personality shines through in this. He's a bubbly, playful guy. So
yeah. I liked it. I really liked it. For me, when I listened to it, I just thought there could have just been a little extra something the second half.
Yeah.
Just something just to like keep it
a little extra. Yeah.
Just a little something just to kind of switch it a bit, because it just is, it's pretty much the same all the way through. But saying that, you can do that with something in the mix or something, and you can add your own little bit on top of it or whatever. So it leaves room for that. But that's
I would say it's probably at let's say 95%, 97%, which is
high percentages. To be fair,
is anything ever 100% anyway? Do you know what I mean? Like,
but also I think with the kind of music that we play and during the setting, sometimes the proof is in the pudding, right? It's like you play it and you're like, oh, actually, it doesn't really need anything.
Well, exactly. I mean, when we made the Fuck Off track, our first ever track that we made that went on to be a pretty big tune, we were like, oh, it's not really finished yet. And then Jeremy Underground was like, nah, I'm playing it. I'm on it. I want to sign it. And
we didn't want to release it at all. It was like,
okay.
Yeah.
That was a
they
big hit.
think it's all right. And then look at what it did. So, it just shows you that sometimes you have to overthink it.
Exactly.
Also, it depends, it could be context, what you play before and after it, to really give it the impact 100%. That it deserves. So
give it a life. Yeah, for sure.
In any case,
big up, Neighbour.
Yeah.
Big up, Liverpool will be proud of you, lads. Do you know what I mean?
He's a right lad. He's a right lad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, la.
Okay, the next one is Patrizio Scope. He's from Amsterdam. He was actually one of my shortlisted favorites. And I think it was quite original, and that's why I really liked it. So
I like this one as well, actually.
Yes, it wasn't
in my sort of top ones, but it was definitely something that I thought, oh, it's nice, and if it doesn't quite make it onto the vinyl, then it could be for something else, or you know what I mean. It was like one of those ones where I thought it definitely had something.
Yeah,
agree.
All right, let's check it out.
So let's go.
Okay. Here we are. We're back. Yes.
Hard.
Yes. I really like this track. I think it's very original, and I like the deepness, techie kind of side to it, which we haven't really had in any of the tracks that we've selected, and even throughout the competition. And I think it's good because he added some kind of deepness without, obviously the kind of like stereotypical like drop in energy that you can get sometimes, or taking it to like this sort of like overly paddy atmospheric kind of thing. It's got like electronic kind of thing, and it's still, I don't know, I would definitely play this, and I think it's it's in many situations at different times of the night. This could be quite a sick track. So yeah, that's you got my vote there, Patrizio.
Yeah,
I really like the drums as well. Really cool
That's
drums.
really good.
Yeah.
And the modulated bass is really nice.
Yeah. It's just got a nice vibe to it. Like it's just got the right amount of power and pump and hump in it as well. And it's classy. It's nice.
It's classy.
Do I think it necessarily fits into the kind of bracket of the Slap Funk Dungeon Meat thing? I'm not quite sure, like you were, about the other track, Sammy. I'm thinking obviously about the kind of theme and the vibe that we've been keeping so far, and it's cool to obviously diversify that and to stretch the spectrum and the brackets of it and stuff. But like I said, this one didn't jump out to me as something that would be, on the vinyl, so to speak. But it's definitely a track that I would play and something that I think would fit in with something else that we'd maybe be doing.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the drum programming, actually. It's like, as Silvestro said, I'm always sensitive to like original kind of patterns, and because it's so easy to play tracks that have, there's not like there's like millions of patterns available. There's still the patterns.
There's only so many steps in a bar, isn't there?
Right. So it's nice to see when people kind of like scratch their heads a bit and create something that's quite interesting. So
agree. I think variation can be everything. And there was a little switch into a breakbeat moment just before.
Yeah. I like that.
It was really nice.
And I
keeps
know
it fresh, and then you come back in the fourth wall.
And again, based on all the tracks that we're gonna have at the end, I guess we're gonna have to see. Because I think even though it's not the typical track like the other one, it'll be also about the balance of the records, right?
Yeah,
once we have the 4 tracks, we kind of think, okay, is that making it a nice package? So we'll see. Well done, Patrizio.
Good job, Patrizio.
I actually want to check the rest of your tracks, so let's get in touch because I'm quite curious now. All right, the next one is Tom Bailey from Liverpool.
More Liverpool in the house.
If I'm not wrong, it's like Nathan's homie.
Right.
I think so. Bailey, no?
I'm not actually 100% sure.
No, maybe I'm wrong.
I think there's another Bailey.
I mean, they've got a pretty tight-knit crew over there in Liverpool, and they all travel.
Well,
they all go out to the parties.
I'm sure they know each other somehow.
Huh?
If they're not homies, I'm sure they know of each other.
Well, yeah, if they're not, then they will be now. I'm sure they'll be hooking up after this.
Yeah, all right. Let's check it out. Let's go. Yes, we are back. Yes, Tom Bailey, who I understand is actually Bailey's little brother. So Bailey is, another artist who's very good friend of Nathan. So yeah, it's the little brother. Well done.
Come on, little bro.
Yeah.
This was one of
started him young, rearing him on this diet of chunky bass and stuff, plumping him up with some big fat bass lines.
This one was one of your choices, Sil, right?
Yeah, I really like this one because I think it stood out from the rest. I find it had like a really techie aspect to it, like the early 2000 tech house vibe, which I did not hear in a lot of tracks in the Discord. So I really liked it. It really reminds me of the old Wiggle stuff or the London Housing Benefit, that kind of stuff,
I really like the little melodies in the top as well.
Yeah.
A
little bit of
spooky,
that spooky
real
aspect.
spooky vibe to it. Yeah,
could be like a good B-side tune, like the hidden gem or something. And that's why I liked it.
Quite like the choice of vocal as well.
Yeah.
Wonder why it's nice.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's good. It had like a bit of a naughty, kind of druggy, kind of bit more understated, minimal kind of vibe to it, which I like. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's actually been nice listening back to the selection that we've got again with sort of fresh ears, because I literally blasted through like 100 tunes in like a day, and like your ears are just like blasted after listening to so many tunes and stuff. And coming back to these tracks with fresh ears, like they sound even better, some of them I overlooked a little bit. Like this one was one that I liked, but again, it was just like, it kind of wasn't in my top selection. But listening to it now, I would definitely,
agree.
Feel happy to put it out, feel happy to play it, and especially because it's, some kind of local, northern produce from the UK. I'm always happy and proud to put out and support the young up and comings from, from the north and from my area,
Yeah, I second that. I mean, I tried to with my top 10 listen in different environments, listen in the car, listen studio, headphones, just because there's certain frequencies that maybe come through in different environments. But strong.
Yeah.
All right, well done. Well done, young lad.
Been in it.
He's right.
Well done.
Okay.
Bravo.
The next one is Lucas Alexander from Cardiff. And this one was shortlisted by Georgia. He was also in one of my preliminary lists as well when I was making notes of the tracks. And of course, we know Lucas very well. We've been playing his tracks, and he's a really, really good producer, solid. So yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, just definitely like one of the leaders of the Cardiff house mafia. Just like, consistently rocking, tasty bangers, and also putting on good parties, really, really, contributing to the scene there in Wales heavily. And, for that, I have nothing but respect for him, and Incus as well, who's obviously his good friend and has appeared on Dungeon Meet as well. So yeah, they're really representing for us down there. So big up, Lucas.
Yes.
Big up.
All right, let's check it out. done, Lucas Alexander, once again.
Yes.
Classy shit. Sorry, classy stuff.
You can say shit.
Good shit.
It's not
Yeah, I
the
really
BBC,
like that.
babe. It's not the BBC here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
well,
like that a lot.
go on, Georgia. Give us your feelings about the track.
Yeah, I mean, it's a roller. I feel like there's really nice nuanced variations and changes and sounds that kind of develop. I love the hi-hats that come in a bit harder. And it feels like there's some syncopation with the kick and the hats and the snares, which is nice. Really like the vocal as well. Sometimes you just need a little, a female,
Yeah.
little
It just adds a bit of soul to it, doesn't it?
yeah, a little bit of groove. It's got that housey groove to it. The stabs are really nice. Yeah, I really like that.
Nice.
There's a lot of like little intricate little bits as well that kind of are
Little
coming
ear
in and out.
candy.
You know, when you listen to it a bit more, you can start to hear all the work that he's done on it, and you know, it doesn't hit you straight away, but you can see that it's somebody who knows what they're doing. And yeah, 500 beef for banger. Do you know what I mean? It's just like you know, one of those ones of thing. Really, it's just gonna work. You know, it's meat and potatoes.
Yeah.
You know,
I like the work is done. Like obviously it's like a dub, but he kind of took it a bit into trying to even add proper sort of like dub effects and make it quite a lot of work with like specialization and effects and try to obviously feel the. I wouldn't say feel the emptiness of just a bare beat and a bass, but kind of obviously trying to do, put a lot of work into that. For me, it needed another layer, maybe of like a theme or like
that would have been my one reservation.
I needed maybe like something that goes beyond the beats and bass and the drums. I needed maybe like some kind of melody or some kind of theme.
Extra texture.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
Maybe a
It's just
musical
a little
ID on top.
isn't it?
A musical ID that was missing for me personally.
Yeah, same.
All right.
I think this is when you need to listen back to
but I like the choice of that vocal. I like that little, even though there's not much vocal, I quite like the choice of it.
I think it's important to have that like lockdown as well. Yeah, for
and
sure.
sometimes vocal less is more, and I feel like that amount is perfect for me.
Yeah. It was just enough to uplift it a bit. I think a sterling effort from Lucas there.
Great.
You know, again, sort of meeting the brief and coming in hard and strong. So bravo, well done, Lucas.
Big up, Lucas.
Big up.
Yeah, I mean, if Lucas is not short of tracks that we've been playing actually, so it's nice. It's nice.
Hook me up, Lucas.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
All right, so another contender who made the finals. His name is Fanick. Fanick was actually selected in the last Dungeon Funk compilation. He did kind of like a two-stepper.
Watch Me or it was banger. I play that a lot.
Kind of two-steppy kind of track, and this one made it's sort of in the final list of you, Georgia, and Tris as well.
And different from the one that he had on the last one.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's go. track. Fanick. Awesome. Actually, you know what? Like listening to it again like this, it's definitely growing on me. And I think it's really, first of all, it's really well produced. The arrangement is good. It's honestly, I think this one, like in terms of like quality, in terms of ideas, it's ticking a lot of boxes. It might not be for everyone because, you know, the vocal is a certain way and all that, but it's a really good track. Solid.
Yeah, I really like that vocal that you use. Choosing color.
Yeah, it's different. It's got a little different slant
very
on
unique.
It. And obviously, Fanick, he's all the way over in St. Petersburg in Russia. You know, he's on a different scene. He's got a different flex around him and stuff, different environment. He's hearing different sounds, and he's obviously, you know, sort of channeling the sound and the vibe. And you know, I've met him before as well a few times. He's absolutely top lad.
He's coming. He's going to be at. I put him on the guest list for Dungeon Funk
amazing
on Friday.
So that's great as well. He's be on the shop floor once again. And yeah, for me, you know, it's important to connect with the people as well when we're doing these things and selecting artists and stuff as well. I like to know that we're backing nice people as well. And he's a top lad. And I thought this was a great effort, a great submission. And just big up.
Yeah, some nice, like understated.
Sylvester, you got some opinion on it?
Nice.
I think it was a good tune, man. It's original, good arrangement and everything. So I really like this.
Yeah, it's quality. Yeah. I think a lot of people. I can see. Actually, I want to make a big shout to the people in the Discord chat because they were also like rooting for Fanick on this one. A lot of people. Out there, so big up everybody who's in the chat, and that's sick. Well done. All right, next one. This one was one of my picks, and it's by Jeba. from Utrecht, and it's kind of a very simple kind of tooly track, but we always need a bit of tools in our arsenal. So yeah, let's check it out right now. There we go. Yes, this was one of my top 3-4 tracks, and what I really like about this one is that it's a part of house music that is actually wasn't so represented in the competition. I feel like there was a lot of speed garage and like, more of a modern kind of like, kind of UK sound or whatever. But this is the typical sort of like B-side drum beat that I love playing, that I've lots. It reminded me of that. It's done well. It doesn't. Even though it doesn't have anything, speaks to me somehow. All right.
Yeah. Percussion's really chunky from the get-go. I feel like this is probably closest to the Dungeon Funk sound, like percussion-wise. That was my opinion.
I mean, I can hear Tristan also rocking those kind of.
Yeah, I would definitely rock this. For me, I wasn't like crazy on the vocal sample, but it was like the groove and the vibe and everything like that. It's like really good. It's not bad, but it's just like it's not really like like getting me like really juiced on the sample front. But it works, and it would definitely work.
You mean the little the little kind of vocal snip, right?
Yeah. It's not bad. It's just like after a while, it just sort of
it is very tooly, isn't it? Yeah, it's like a
tracky,
a drum dub.
It's tracky. Yeah, I mean,
it's tracky.
I think it's a definitely a banger, and I'd love to hear it out. And things like when you're listening at home and stuff, you're tuned in a little bit more to certain things like that. But when you're in the club, those kind of things, they just go over your head, and you're just into it, and it doesn't really matter. It's like you say, it's just like a proper tooly kind of club tackle, But on a home listening vibe, it's just something that I just picked up on.
What do you think?
I thought the vox was quite nicely chopped up, actually. I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit more variation, perhaps.
Yeah, I think that's what it was for me. It was just like, kind of, in quite a lot, and then obviously doing the same thing.
Silvestro.
Yeah.
But yeah, solid.
Silvestro, anything to say, or from your Utrecht peer?
Brother.
Yeah, it's a good tune, man. I think it's one of those tunes that you really need to hear in the club.
Yeah.
To hear the full potential. When you hear it on your headset or whatever, it can be a bit of maybe a bit too much sometimes, the drums, in my opinion. But I think in the club it would work really well.
Yeah, definitely gonna try it this weekend. So we will see. We will see exactly.
We shall see.
All right, so I think we did 9 now, and if I'm not wrong, this is the last one, and the last one comes from somebody that couldn't really finish the track, but I told him, it's better that you post something than you post nothing. And that's what I always tell people, because they get so caught up in like, they need to make this perfect track.
Yeah.
And then, they work so hard on something, and, I'd rather have like a really good idea that might not be fully finished than like something that's super polished that, might not just hit the spot. So it's always worth posting. And he made the final top of a couple of us. So, and his name is Yuguan. Sorry.
Yeah. He also was successful in the garage competition that you did as well, wasn't he?
He was.
Sammy?
Yeah, he won. He won the spot in the competition I did with DNR. That's yet to come. Actually, kind of because he lost all the project files for his track.
No.
So we're kind of waiting now I think he's pieced it together. Bless him. I think something happened with his hard drive.
I hope so. I'm really waiting for that release to come out. It was really top selection, and I think a lot of people will be like, on tenterhooks waiting for that one. Yeah. It was a great competition, and
I know, and
like you said, this is a great track. It really was a great track. I just thought it wasn't quite finished, and but like you say, it's better to have that. I think it's a fucking banger. You can tell straight away that when this is finished, it's going to be an absolute rooster. You know, but a part of me was a bit like, well, it's not quite finished, so it's kind of, does it qualify? But at the same time, I think it should really, you know, in terms of like, you know, it being an absolute rooster.
Yeah. So shout out to Yuguan, and we're gonna check it out. It's actually 3 minutes long, so we'll definitely listen to the whole thing.
It's not far off.
Yeah, let's go. Yes. Yuguan.
Yeah, man.
Big up.
Banger. Sylvester would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just ticks all the boxes, doesn't it? I love all the kind of like little creepy sort of sounds at the beginning. There's sort of like almost Star Trekky sort of like sliding door sound, whatever. It's just like, it sounds a bit futuristic, and and the drums are tight as fuck. And obviously, you know, when it drops, it drops.
Yeah, I think I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hard.
I think
It's
that
just like
that
sucks you
kind
in,
of.
it's like little wobbly sort of like.
I think
When you hear that on a
kind
big
of
sound
gets you
system,
hooked.
it's gonna be sick.
Yeah, man. It is. It's definitely, you know, he knows what he's doing for sure. And
I think it's quite original, obviously.
I just want to hear more from this guy, man. He seems to be like really got, you know, his style locked down, and yeah, I think this is a great.
He's from.
you know.
He came to see you in Melbourne. He's from. I think he's from Melbourne. I mean, he says Amsterdam. Maybe he's from Amsterdam, living in Melbourne.
Did he come see me in Melbourne? I think I mean, I'm just trying to think, like, I'm looking at his picture here, and if he did, he didn't introduce himself as Yuguan. I met a friend who said he was friends with him, but I don't recall actually meeting.
He has a label called Knees Up,
Right.
like the knees. knees.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm starting a label called Pants Down.
I really like that as well, even though
Yeah.
it's not quite finished. It had a playful vibe to it.
Yeah.
I like the playful bass, lovely skippy percussion. And yeah, it's funny that you said the Star Trekky thing. I literally wrote down in my notes that there's a breakdown that breaks down to virtually nothing apart from what I would describe as rocket ship cockpit sounds. Yeah, but really nice.
That's
Really
interesting.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Especially for an
apparently
unfinished piece.
he's Dutch. Mees said that his name is Jari.
Yari?
Yeah. So he's from Holland and he lives in Melbourne.
Yalla Yari.
Exactly. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, guys, now is that we're going to I'm gonna mute us, and we're gonna deliberate quickly and decide what what we think we want to see together. So nobody's gonna hear what we're basically saying. So yeah, sorry guys. Please bear with us. We're gonna be deliberating, and you'll hear us from us in a minute. All right.
Yes.
All right.
And we're live. Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Okay. So we found the final 4. We decided on 4, and yes, it's taken us a bit, but yeah. So let me announce the 4. The first one that secured a spot is Khun.
Yes.
Well done,
Some
Khun.
Dutch in the house.
AK. How do you say?
Amsterdam.
Is it Khun in Dutch? You say Khun?
Khun.
He was saying that actually his girlfriend calls him Sir, and in Thai, Sir is Khun. So here it is. And actually, shouts to Khun, Mees, and Fanick, who are together right now in Amsterdam hanging out.
Hey, big up,
I
boys.
just read it in the chat.
Yeah, I love that connection. I mean, that's what communities are for, so I love to hear that.
Great
Nice.
stuff.
So, congrats, Khun. You secured your
Well
spot
done, Khun.
on the record. The second person to secure a spot is Nathan Barr. Naybar. Well done.
Smash.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. Smash
Yeah.
it, la.
Well done, mate.
He's
Big up.
right. Nice. The third person to secure a spot is, let me read his name properly. It's Patrizio Scope.
So good.
Yes.
Big up, Patrizio.
He took some risks with his kind of like techier, deeper vibe, but such a sick sort of like track that's gonna give a nice edge to the record. So, congrats.
Well done,
brother.
Yeah, it's big up.
And last but not least, the fourth person to secure a spot is Yuguan.
Yes.
Yuguan.
Yes, Yuguan.
Well
Congrats,
done,
congrats.
Yuguan.
It was a good one.
Yeah.
For sure, definitely.
What's it?
Vibes on toast.
Yari.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yari. Well done, Yari.
Yari.
And
Hey, big
although
up.
Yari's track wasn't like
Yeah.
finished, technically he didn't finish the arrangement and all that, and it showed that, you know, even if sometimes you might doubt yourself or you think, oh, it's not finished, I'm not going to post something. These competitions are here to discover talent and just to hear what you guys are cooking. And it's just, we're doing this for fun. It's not so serious. So it's great that you submitted something, Gary, because we believe in the track. We think that once you're going to finish it, it's going to be playable. Actually, we could actually technically play it the way it is, and even with a small edit or messing around the CDJ would be very easy. So
Still said he would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there is a big consensus on this one, even on the Discord, so it's great. And last but not least, so there's some other tracks that we liked, and we want to reach out to you individually. Maybe we want to do something on Bandcamp. Obviously, it's going to be up for you guys to see if you want to do something or not. We're going to have to talk between us as well. But right now, these are the 4 finalists.
Yeah.
And before we leave, I'm going to ask each of my guests to have a final word. And I'm going to start with you, Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough, to be fair, to narrow it down, and not everyone's going to agree on the same things. But I think the final 4 are well worthy. But also just to say, please don't feel in your feels about not getting selected. Like, keep going. This level is outstanding, in my opinion. And just use this as a sort of jumping off board to continue and continue working and developing. So yeah, big up. Really, really good work. I'm really impressed.
I think you had did you have a small list of, maybe you want to read out some?
I had like a list of 30.
Do you want to maybe tell some of them?
So
the one that
some
you
of them,
chose?
let's have a look. Where did it go? Let's see if I can find it. It was in my message to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of the others that didn't quite make it. Million? Yeah, Amsterdam,
Million.
amazing. Ray Mono, Liverpool, loved that. Offergeld, we went through. Matterson, really good. Danny Snowden, Bedfordshire, I thought it was really strong. Lucas Alexander, we talked about. Michael Pieters, Utrecht, really good. Frederick Anthony, really interesting track for him. Fanick made it. Reese Dyer, I was really impressed with that one. And also as a massive little, like a deviation from, I guess the sort of agenda that was part of the Dungeon Funk kind of vision. The 11:68 p.m. Berlin, I thought that was a beautiful track. Really interesting, very deep, bit dubby. But yeah, really, really, really amazing stuff. So yeah.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
Georgia. Thank you for taking part of this as well.
Thanks for having me.
Silvestro.
Yeah, all of you guys, respect and really good job. Thanks for sending all the demos. I went through it and I was like, yes, this is it's so nice to have this community that people are all sharing their tracks. I think there were like 16 tunes of all of them, which I selected and then narrowed it down. But I would like to give a shout out to my brother Max as well. What else have I here? Karuch, Horseman, Ben Go. He also sent me some other stuff which I'm playing at the moment. So big up for that. Million and a few others. But yeah, I would like to say, guys, if you have some unreleased tunes, just send them over. Don't feel afraid or don't hesitate. Just send them over to my inbox. And I'll check them out and I will play them out,
That goes for all of us.
Yeah. We've got ADE coming up, so we're all looking for some fresh ammo.
Fill that inbox, like just send it over,
Spammers.
Yeah. And even if it's not sort of club big tracks, like there's radio shows, there's mixes and stuff. So yeah.
We love unreleased tunes, unreleased tools, send them over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Tristan.
So thanks everybody.
Thank you, Silvestro. Tristan, you have
I
one last word?
I just want to echo that. It's a really high standard this year, and it's great to see so many people taking part. And like I said, it's great, Sammy, building this amazing community where we can just kind of tap into all this amazing fresh talent, and just because you didn't make it this time, there's been many a competition that we've done where not necessarily the winners have ended up working with us or for us on the labels, and we've had other opportunities arise. So keep your sort of chins up, and it's just all about taking part really in these things, and it's a great to have everybody making the effort for it. And I just want to give a big shout out to some of the ones that are, from the 100 that I listened to, 100 plus that I listened to, ones that stuck out to me were Danny Vibe, Jojo Mojo, Timmy P, Leo Christopher, Ricky Von Pong, Lash Out, Thijs Koning, Pabs, Horseman, Ive Glovers, Crowtone, Eam, Delano, Fabio Santos, Docked Up, Begsy, Alc Torres, Max, Patrizio Scope, obviously who we chose as well, Fair, Dan Dusty, Borin and Isaac as well, Milo Pasia, Ben Lloyd and Vanini and stuff like that as well. There was just so much that was just like, it was all, decent. It was all good. It was all playable. But obviously we had 4 different ears and we all had to kind of agree on, a kind of a 10 that we kind of all, were feeling. So it's a case of, pleasing sort of all 4 of us really, which is not an easy feat, I tell you, but yeah. Big up to everybody, and thank you so much for
Well
taking
done.
part.
Thank you, Tristan. And
Well done.
yeah,
I see
likewise.
someone asking where to send all the tracks to. For me, just send them to my Instagram inbox.
Yeah.
Same.
Actually,
Same.
I'm gonna hook you guys, Silvestro, Georgia, and Tristan, with my friends who have created this Dropbox for DJs, which is very easy for people to send tracks. So
that would be nice.
We'll do that. We'll set up. We'll find a way to do that.
If you could put that in the chat, because sometimes on Instagram, they go through to requests.
Don't worry,
and things like that as well.
I'll put this in the Discord. And just to finish, I want to give shout out to the people that I kind of selected at the end were like that we didn't choose: West Black, Had D, Beck Rollins, Horseman, Max, Boran, and Isaac. I wanted to really love the track. It just missed a bass line, but I thought it was so strong. Big up, my friends. And then Ben Lloyd as well. You guys did an amazing job. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody in the chat room. This was exceptional. I'm really proud of you. And again, I'm so glad that all this art was created out of an idea. You guys worked, and we got 100 new piece of art that was made. So you can be really proud of yourself. If you didn't get selected, it doesn't mean that your track isn't going to be played by other or worth releasing. It just wasn't for us this time. So big love, everybody. Thanks to all my judges, my lovely friends. I'm going to see you in a few days.
Yeah.
So thank you, Georgia.
I'm sure we'll be seeing a few of the entrants out there as well. So look forward to seeing you all on the dance floor.
And we'll be hearing
tunes that you made.
We'll be testing a lot of tracks. So
just send them over before Friday.
Yes.
All right. Big love, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Big love.
See you guys. All right.